'Tis but a flesh wound. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. We're going to talk about your Rey problem. If you have a Rey problem, then look no further. Actually, there's probably a ton of other good ways to take her out, but if you want to go the sketchy route, like I never do, I don't like to do this, but I've had to do it recently in 5v5 at least. If you don't have another way, this is okay. This is acceptable sometimes, at least. Like this will get you through, usually, if you have the right team, if you have the right stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys. You're gonna drop 30 banners or so, but I mean, if the end objective is to just clear, then you're good to go. If you're desperate and you just need to take her out, this way works pretty reliably. I'm also going to link, so I'm going to show you guys a lot of different things. We're going to show the kit, I'm going to show you guys some footage, some stuff from swgoh.gg. We're going to show you all that stuff. I don't have any 3v3 footage, even though it works in 3v3. So what I'm going to do, against my better judgment, I'm going to link something in the video description, a video I made a year ago showing all of the 3v3 off-meta counters that existed back then. And, it's a 40-minute video or whatever, but, if you can, I think it's toward the front, you guys can see me doing it in 3v3. Just keep in mind, folks, that all of the characters that I'm using back then, the big nerf hadn't happened yet. It was about to happen, I think, but like Darth Vader and Jedi Luke and everyone were pretty different. Watt was given a... So... you'll have to take that with a grain of salt, but that's going to be in the video description, so check that out if you so dare. That being said, let's go look at her kit, and I'll show you what makes Rey pretty fancy, and why that fanciness kind of gets her into trouble. Whoa, madness. This is her. This is the girl herself. Okay, so I'm showing you guys my Relic 9 Rey. So there's a couple different things we want to do. So this is like a hack to her, to being able to take her out without a huge amount of issues. So here's the thing, guys. She is predominantly a health character. She doesn't have much protection. This is Relic 9 Rey, and granted, I'm not giving her any extra protection here with my mods, but even so, 26k is not much. For Relic 9 character is almost no protection at all. Her health pool, however, is rather large, and this is a fairly small health pool compared to what I could get it to if I wanted to focus on that instead of her offense stat. So she's got a lot of health. She has this ability called Lifeblood, where she cuts herself. She takes a 25% health hit to her health, and she hands out bonus protection to her friends to keep them alive longer, which is great. It's a really cool ability, but we're going to take that and kind of bend it to our will. So the other thing about her is her leadership gives her the ability, the first time each light side ally falls below 50% health, they gain damage immunity for one turn. So what we can do, one of the problems is when you're trying to take her out, then she just has this this kill switch where she's just like, wait, stop. You can't hurt me for a little bit now. Now I have to take a turn first, and maybe I'll go into my ultimate, or maybe I'll whirlwind you, something like that. But I'm gonna stop the nonsense right now, and then you can keep hitting me. But like there's just this kill switch that she has that it's very tough to circumvent. But we're gonna circumvent it using Lifeblood. So what we're gonna do now, she does this Lifeblood as often as she can until she's under 50% health, and then she reverts to just doing basics. She does her whirlwind, whatever. But she does her Lifeblood. That's her default move, and there's no cooldown on it at all. She just does it. She does it if she can, if she's not ability blocked, whatever. So with that being said, let's go, and I'm gonna show you guys like a way that people work on this. That people, whoa, we're in the thumbnail thing again. Madness. Okay, so here's an example of how this works, guys, in 5v5. So you throw in a series of burners here to force Rey into using her Lifeblood. So you see that this person has thrown in just a bunch of garbage characters, and then Rey goes at some point, and you can see the 25% health is just gone. And then they throw in another group of 4 here, and again, like those guys get killed, so they're dropping banners. This is 2 attempts here, but it drops her to 50% health. And then she does it they do it one more time, drops her to 25% health. And then you throw in Mon Mothma, which is a very well modded Mon Mothma and everything, of course, but you throw in Mon Mothma, and Rey's trying to heal herself. She has a lot of health steal. She has some mechanics that help her be able to heal herself, but it's not enough. And even though there's a pre-taunt, there's Malik, all this stuff, the really well modded Mon Mothma team is able to take out a full Rey team. Now it costs 4 attempts, so it costs 30 banners, but, well, and even more because Cara Dune is missing some health too, or protection, but overall, I mean, it's a fairly cheap kill, all things considered. Like, I don't think anyone would consider a Rey team an equal cost of Mon Mothma. Now, if you can't afford those 30 banners, that's another issue. But this does get through and take out a Galactic Legend for a fairly cheap price. So now let's go look at some footage. I'm going to show you guys how I've done it in 5v5, and then of course you guys have that link to show you guys in 3v3 if you dare. So let's go look at the footage. So here's the thing. Hold on one second, folks. Okay, I figured it out. That was my GAC recap that I was about to show you guys. I'm gonna make that video later, but here it is. So this is on my Prevailman account. It's a 4 million GP account. I don't have any Galactic Legends, don't have a way to take out Rey, and so we're fighting this Rey here, and all I have is Commander Luke to try to take it out. So throwing in 3 burners here. This is a practical way to do it. So just like Gear 0 characters, guys. Gear 0, Gear 1, whatever, level 1. So she does her lifeblood, and you can see her health is down a little bit. And then her friends go. She does another lifeblood because she laps her friends. And then she can do a whirlwind. Great. Okay, so we get our 10 banners because that was our first attack, apparently. And then we can move right along here. And we're just selecting the right team. Let's fast forward a little bit, shall we? Alright, so select the guys, move on in. We need to get her into yellow. And so her friends are going. There we go. So she's in the yellow. Wonderful. She's in the yellow. Now she can heal herself by doing a basic. And then you can see she healed herself just now. I think Holdo was the one who healed her. So you got to be careful about that if there's a healer on the team. Sometimes they'll just take it into their own hands. So let's have her just keep doing her little life or her paper cut dance here. All right, Whirlwind kills multiple guys at once. We'll send in this group of Gear 1 characters and just take a couple of them. Apparently, I don't know. I have no shortage of ungeared characters on that account, but okay. So she's in the yellow here, guys. And if we wanted, so if she could stay in the yellow there, then she would never qualify for that damage immunity thing. Now it's very difficult sometimes. If you can get her to cut just right, sometimes she'll never get the damage immunity. But more likely what happens, well, in this case, I think she actually doesn't get it. But if she does sometimes she does get it. And I think the next example is going to show you guys that usually she does climb back into damage immunity. And then you just need to keep going. You need to just keep going. So, I mean, Commander Luke is not the ideal to do this either, guys. He's just not. He's great. He's real cool, but usually he's not going to be okay to do that. So, you know, it worked. That was my one desperate attempt, because otherwise I couldn't have cleared this guy at all. There's no chance. But yeah, you know, now you can finish off the team and you get some okay banners. I mean, we still dropped a few, but all right, guys. So we're doing this now. This is on my Professor X account, And I'm just showing you guys the, like, this was a failed attempt to kill Rey, and it's embarrassing and all that. I think I misplayed it some. My characters aren't as well modded as they should. Yeah, we got a draw. Okay, so she's hurt. We got to finish her off, though. So you can see she's in the red here. And I think I tried one other attempt at some point, but yeah, okay. So we're trying this Palpatine thing, and okay, I even skipped 30 seconds into it because, you know, I'm just trying to show you guys. I'm trying to figure out how we can maybe take her out. Okay, so we took out Finn at least, and then we couldn't kill her. She gets her ultimate. She, you know, we're like, ooh. Honestly, I don't know why Vader didn't slice her right there. I don't know why I didn't use a basic on her, but I just didn't. So, okay. So now, look at this Mothra team, guys. We've got, you know, Relic 5 on Mothma because she needs it to be able to hit unlock Jedi Master Luke. But everyone else is gear 12. I guess Biggs is Relic, so that's good for him. Good for you, Biggs. Oh, but we're swapping you out for Cara Dune, apparently. Just to reduce turn meter, I believe. So, okay, Pow's gone. It's not a great start. Mon Mothma is great against Rey, though. If you can weaken her team enough, Mon Mothma is very similar to Geo's in that regard. So, you know, let's just keep going, guys. Just keep going. Don't let her cross that threshold back into green, because then she'll have to take another turn with damage immunity. But, you know, you can steal her turn meter, all of that stuff. We're working on get her ultimate's just about to hit, and that's pretty scary, because that'll just take out my team. And this is only a gear 12 team, and so we're doing like almost no damage. I mean, our damage is like 5,000 or less every hit, and she's got thousands, like hundreds of thousands of hit points. It's pretty scary. And, but I mean, Mon Mothma takes a lot of turns, and you finally get her down. And then the rest of the team just kind of folds and capitulate, and you get the win, or at least you get the kill. I think I ended up not winning this fight, as a matter of fact. But, I mean, I won this specific fight. But you can see the damage immunity. It's locked, you can't dispel it, and you just have to wait till they get their turns. So it's fairly frustrating. Sometimes you can time out after this. Another method, too, guys, is, you know, if you kill Rey and then you think you can undersize the rest of them, you can actually get a few banners back. So, that's basically it, guys. Let's go real quick. I have a couple small things I want to show you guys in the game. So, first off, that's Rey, if you didn't know. Just kidding. Barriss can shut this down, folks. I did that to a person who notoriously does this against me. I put Barriss on the Rey team, and Mon Mothma will not kill. You can't Papercut Rey easily with that. Though Barriss, you could probably do Barriss. You could probably Papercut Rey, and then use a different higher damage team to be able to take her out. That might work in 3v3. Rey has Han and Chewie there, or if they have run Han and Chewie there, remember that Han is always going to shoot first, so before Rey can do her lifeblood, Han is going to kill one character at the very least. So you can't send in one character at a time, you have to send in at least 2 characters, sometimes 3, depending on what you're facing. Finally, I think that it's interesting. I think that CG possibly doesn't like this that much. The new character, Darth Malgus, has this thing, folks, on his Omicron, where he says Darth Malgus recovers 100% health and protection at the start of the battle. So it won't ever work on Darth Malgus. You can't ever like get him worked down and then just take him out. I just think it's funny. It might be a nod to the paper cut method. It might not be, but one way or another, folks, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.